Good morning, guys. Dave Santarelli here from Santarelli Trading Exchange, 9:39 a.m. I just did a live video on our Facebook page. You could go check that out, Dave Santarelli. And right now we are just going over today's top upgrades, where Cisco upgraded to overweight by KeyBank, raised their price target to $54 a share. Home Depot target was also raised to $245 a share. If we take a look at Cisco chart here, first off, we're already up $1,000 for the day. Our Qualcomm trades up 6% today. Our Microsoft trades up 11% today, 5% overall. Nice gain on that. Uber trades continuing to climb, up 18% and climbing on the Uber trade. Boeing today's up 17%, up $400 on the Boeing puts that we got yesterday. The Disney calls that we have, they're up 12% today, $240 profit on that. And the Qualcomm trade that we picked up, down 14% overall, but up 6% today as the markets are continuing to climb in the breakout momentum cycle, breakout momentum phase. And today we'll be looking to add some positions for this nice run here in the market that we're seeing. Cisco's hitting new highs here at $49.34 a share. Jay, sometimes it says that for the first 15 minutes. Jerry Stafford, out of space, Tesla Lulu up $4,400 for the day. Really nice day there. Arjun Kaldaka Shenoy, 327% gain on the space calls from last week. He was in at 1.41 and now it's at 6. Nice job, Arjun. Nicely done there. That space trade, I'm so upset I sold mine. I told you guys to keep it. I didn't sell mine. 1932 a share, continuing to rocket higher here, guys. That's going to be a $25 stock, even a $50 stock, I think, in the next year or two. So if you guys want to do something safe, something a little bit more conservative, you could go out and buy the space, SPCE. You could go out and buy the January 2022 Expo and just park some money in there. So what I like to do, if you have a larger account, let's say you got like a $500,000 in your account, you could easily stick 50 to 75,000 into some calls going out to January 2022 and have 2 years for that stock to climb. And as you can see, space is continuing to run here. We called this at $9.40 a contract, and it's still running. $19.44 and running, all-time highs right now. And wow, look at it run. 1952, continuing to break out. 1955. Guys, if you want to make a quick day trade or a quick trade, this is the stock to do it. I think this could be $25 to $50 stock by the end of the year, and possibly 50 to 75 even by 2022. A lot of momentum, and right now you got to understand the space race is heating up again. You know, we have Elon Musk, who wants to take people to Mars in a few years. We have Boeing, and we have Virgin Galactic that want to put people back on the moon. And these are just private companies. It's not the government, so the government's not worried about funding. These are private companies that are charging tens or hundreds of millions of dollars for spaceflight to the ultra wealthy. And it's taking off right now. People are investing in it. They're buying trips. And this is an industry that's just getting started. So that's why we're seeing space have that big liftoff that we've been seeing since it was down to about $7 a share just starting the year earlier, or the end of last year, December. So, Microsoft continuing to climb here. We have the February 21st. All of our expos here are at least the February 21st expo. First off, I want to talk to you guys about that. Okay, so if we're getting the February 21st Expo, we've been doing that lately, going a little bit further out, because you guys know we make a lot of short-term day trades. We do some quick swing trades for the week. You know, today's Wednesday, so it's not a bad day to do something for this week's Expo. But with the current market conditions, the Senate doing the impeachment vote coming up here in the next couple of days, I think the market's getting a climb from that after Mitch McConnell made his rules and said it's going to be a quick 3-day hearing, and then they're going to do the vote. So I think the markets are, you know, a little bit more relieved now that the Democrats aren't so much in charge of the Senate now. But you do have the House managers in the Senate, and actually the Chief Justice Roberts, he had to give them a little scold yesterday as they were fighting back and forth with each other with Adam Schiff and White House counsel. So I think the markets are a little relieved with that. The coronavirus is still, pretty strong, and many more new cases are out. Over 400 cases of that coronavirus now reported, and now I think there's 5 or 6 deaths they said this morning. So that's something you got to keep on the back of your head. Boeing just announced again they're suspending the 737 MAX probably until July 2020. So Boeing shares have been heading lower, and our puts are starting to make some profit. We'll continue to see them make profit as Boeing heads lower. Apple announced a new low-cost iPhone entering mass production in February. Apple's at all-time highs right now and continuing to climb. So let's take a look at Apple. So if you guys take a look at Apple here, all we have to do is extend our breakout momentum. We could close this up, put it right back up to where we have some support, and there's our breakout momentum channel. It was in consolidation, still in consolidation from the previous day, and we're just looking for that to break. It's looking good for 320, and with that production coming out, we could see Apple having another nice run here. Excuse me. So from December 270 to about 320, that's a nice run here. Space over here, I have space chart over here. That's coming down to the 10-day simple moving average now. Let's see if that bounces off of that, starts to climb. Cisco here still climbing new highs of the day. And that's something we could get into if we want to. Maybe a Cisco trade. So if we wanted to look at a Cisco trade, I would look at something like the call for February 21st Expo and maybe the 50 strike. 50 strike, 21,833 open interest contracts. Total volume 166. Not a bad trade idea right here for $1.20 as this continues to run. So February 21st, that goes into their earnings. We could do a small trade. 10 contracts is going to cost about $1,200. And that could be an easy double within a couple of days or a couple of weeks. So we are in that trade. Umar just announced in the trade room he's up 400% on the space trade that we made. That's incredible, guys. We called that and we nailed that trade. And space now is climbing off the 10-day simple moving average. Going to start its next breakout. Cisco's still hitting new all-time highs here, or new 52-week highs. I'm sorry, not 52-week highs. The highs in this breakout here since about December. So Cisco, guys, I just entered into Cisco. Amazon's continuing to run here. That's looking great. Cisco, guys, we got the February 21st 50 strike call. We picked that up for $1.20 a contract. And it's at $1.19 by $1.20 right now. Good morning, Efron. Good morning, Marco. What about PayPal? Alrighty, let's take a look at PayPal. PayPal's looking really great there, Marco. I would trade it up to about 120 to, let's see, 120 to 122 is going to be your target. That's looking really good. I expect this to continue to climb. Guys, Cisco is still breaking out here as well. Take a look here on the minute chart. There's Cisco. Our trade on Cisco is now in the green. Looking good there. Diamond's still climbing. Diamond's at the highs of the day. Let's see Qs. Q stalled out a little bit here. Nothing too big yet that I want to take profits on. Still some smaller gains. 15%, 13%, 5%. So I'll let those gains add up here. Markets are still looking good. Dow's up around 118. Nasdaq's up 54. S&P's up about 14 points. So just got to let the market do its thing now. No problem, Marco. Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the trade room or on the YouTube chat here. Marco, are you in a PayPal trade or were you thinking about making one? Let's see, CRM, which is Salesforce, Marco's asking about here. So Salesforce, take a look here, Marco. So here's a short term, right? Hold on. Hate these. There's its breakout, right? Now let me show you this. Rectangle. Marco, this is what I teach in my class all the time. So there's consolidation on Salesforce, right? Here's consolidation. It just broke consolidation yesterday. Now it's starting that next breakout cycle here, the breakout phase. So we're in the breakout momentum cycle. Here is the consolidation phase. Now we're back into the breakout momentum phase within the breakout momentum cycle. So this whole cycle here, it's holding above the 10-day. As you can see, here's a nice breakout. It consolidated back down to the 10. It broke that consolidation box, and now we're expecting another climb on Salesforce. And if we zoom out here, you can see we're at new highs here. So this probably is going to get a nice chance to hit $200 in the next month or two. Had a nice climb from the breakout here from 165 to 185. So an extra 15 points to get up to $200 a share is not out of the question. Thank you, Marco. I appreciate that. And then if you want to day trade, Marco, so this is a daily chart. If you want to day trade, go to the today 1 minute chart and you can see exactly when to enter to calls, the puts, and you just follow our trade plan. But if you're looking for a swing trade, look at that 3 month, 6 month daily, 1 year daily, whatever you want to do. Mohammed says, what do you think of DPZ? DPZ, so here's the thing. This is a channel range bound trade. Right now, as you guys can see, it's in the no trade zone, right? When you're trading between the yellow 10-day SMA, the blue 20-day SMA, and the red 50-day SMA, that's our no trade zone. We don't want to stay there. We don't want to trade it. But if you're an experienced trader, what you could do here is this. Now let's put yellow. So here you go. You have a channel range bound trade now. So guys, this is a channel range bound trade. Okay, you're trading it down to support and up to resistance. So as you guys can see here, it's getting up to that resistance, failing, coming down to support. It's trading in the NTZ. It got up to resistance, failed, and it headed back down to support. And again, same thing here. And you guys can see this even further if we wanted to further detail this with arrows. Excuse me, guys. Hold on, guys. Let me take. Sorry, they called. I had to sign for a package that just came. So if you could take a look at this, got up to resistance, we pulled back down to support, got back up to resistance, another climb, we pulled back down to support, another climb, got near resistance, we've been pulling back. So each high here, it's been lower highs. So this is one that me personally, it's trading below the 10, 20, 50-day SMA right now. This is one that I would just stay away from right now. Alrighty, Mohammed. Hope that helps you with that one. Cisco still continuing to climb here. Amazon starting to break out. Amazon's holding right around that 1900 area though. Not doing too much. Thank you, Mohammed. I appreciate that. Guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. Please help us grow here. Facebook, option alert, 225 call sweeps coming in. For this Friday's expo, they're picking up the 225 strike calls for 46 cents a contract. Home sales numbers are out, guys. As you can see down here, U.S. existing home sales for December, 3.6% versus 1.9%. What's the market doing with that information? Not too much just yet. More home sales. Prices are still rocketing higher for homes, guys. Unbelievable.
Good Wednesday morning. Welcome back to Swap in the Street. I'm Carl Quintanilla with David Taylor for the Reagan Exchange. Sarah Isaac's with us live at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, where again some big interviews coming up this hour, including markets at this hour. Dow's at minus 100 points. S&P 3334 as the rally continues. Record highs for the S&P and NAS. President talked to CNBC earlier this morning in a wide range of interviews, including calling out the EU and some American companies. Sarah has some of the highlights of that. Sarah?
Good morning, Carl. President Trump is here to talk about American economic achievements under his watch. The millions of jobs created, and higher wages, the two things that just signed really around the same day. But he has made it clear that he is next setting his sights on the trade relationship between the U.S. and Europe, and he's threatening to punish them if they don't come to a deal.
Chinese, and I met with the new head of the European Commission, who's terrific. And we had a great talk, but I said, look, if we don't
Qs are starting to break out again.
the action will be a very high tariffs on their cars and other things that come into our country. And I'm saying that, I don't want your audience to get nervous. They're going to make a deal because they have to. They have no choice.
A lot of people saying here that the biggest takeaway from the two trade deals, especially in phase one of U.S.-China, is that it clears up the uncertainty that was starting to slow business and investment toward the end of last year. This represents another potential question mark, though you can hear from President Trump, it didn't sound particularly angry or confrontational like we heard in China. Now, in this interview with our colleague Joe Kernan, the president also talked about U.S. economic growth, which is said to be as high as 4% on top of the Fed holding us back. Common complaint against the Federal Reserve, but also mentioned the Boeing story. And Joe Kernan did have a chance to get his thoughts on Boeing and a number of other company stories.
Groupon looks like it wants to start to break out here. Groupon's holding above the 10-day SMA right now. Take a look at that today, 1 minute chart.
we should start finding some of the bad people out there, but we can do that. Well, I think it's very
Guys, we're finally getting the courses done for the Trading Academy, for the classes here. We have them with the printer. They're getting printed into nice booklets.
well, you have to give him credit. I spoke to him very
Really excited about that.
Rockets, he likes rockets, and he does good at rockets too, by the way. I never saw with the engine.
Cisco just breaking below the 20 right now.
Because he's one of our great geniuses, and we have to protect the genius. You know, we have to protect Thomas Edison, and we have to protect all of these people that came up with originally the light bulb and the wheel and all of these things. And he's one of our very smart people, and we want to cherish those people.
A lot of geniuses here in Davos, guys. I'm going to talk to two this hour for you. Anshu Jain, the former Deutsche Bank CEO, who's now the president of Cantor, speaking out really for the first time since he left Deutsche Bank to us, and also Micron CEO Sanjay Mehrotra on the U.S.-China trade deal. How much does it help his company, which has dealt with intellectual property theft in the past, and what is he expecting out of phase two?
Guys, Diamond and Qs are starting to break down here. Maybe we could make a quick day trade, buying some Diamond puts.
High rates have cost the Dow up to 10,000 points, and said the verdict is still out on negative rates around the world. In his words, it's still so new. I wonder if global
Big pullback here from 293.10 down to 292.60.
early days in some ways.
Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. I bet you're pretty sick today too with this weather. Not used to it. Look at Diamond continuing to drop there.
I think the general consensus among central bankers is you have to do something in the absence of fiscal policy.
Let's see, SPY, SPY. Maybe we could pick up something for today's expo. Amazon's looking great.
People who follow the markets here would necessarily agree with that because, of course, crushes the nation's banking system and makes it a lot tougher in many ways, also a symptom of very low growth. So it continues to be a great rate debate, Carl, and that's going to be another question, which is how much more negative can we go, and will that even work? Can central banks still stimulate economies like Europe and Japan, who are already at rock bottom on rates and below?
Sarah, thanks. Obviously, as Sarah said, a lot more to come later on this hour. As we said, the S&P and NASDAQ hit some fresh record highs this morning. Joining us to talk about that, Morgan Stanley Investment Management Senior Portfolio Manager Andrew Sliman, and with us at Post 9, Head of Active Equity at Wells Fargo Asset Management. Good morning, guys. Good to see both of you. Are you advising clients to pilot equities?
Hey Azaria, how have you been doing? You've been quiet lately. Chance, Bob, Andy, Andrew, Addie, let's hear from you guys.
Well, I think, when you look at the equity market, there's been a lot of fear because we've been in a bull market for so long. And so there's been money sitting on the sidelines waiting for good opportunities.
See how Diamond's climbing off the 50 right now? That's what I was waiting for. If we broke below that 50, I was going to jump into some of those puts there. I have it all ready for the SPY. But we held that 50. We're starting to climb. And as a patient and disciplined trader, you're just watching these candlesticks, guys. You're looking at the news down below. You're deciphering the news, what's going on with the market conditions, the internal market conditions, and then you're following your trade plan. Now let's see if it fails at that 10 and starts to head lower. That's already what I'm thinking about. So right now I'm thinking, is this going to break above that 10 and start to climb here? Or is it going to get up to that 10 and then fail just like it kind of did here? We had the breakdown. Here's consolidation after the breakdown. It got up to the 20. It failed. Here's breakdown momentum. Now bounced off the 50. Here it is at the 10 right now. Let's see if it breaks above it or if it fails at it and starts to head lower. As a disciplined trader, this is what you're watching for, especially with your trade plan. So you're starting to see a climb now. That candle's not over yet. So you got to get your first candle and then your confirmation candle if you wanted to make that trade. Cisco starting to climb here. I wish I had some tissues in the office.
Year after a drawdown, unfortunately, investors sell out of equities. They did in 2019 after 18. They did in 2016 after the drawdown of 15. They did in 2012.
Kevin said he picked up some HD calls for the week. Let's take a look at HD quick. That one was upgraded to what, 245? Wow, what a nice move on HD. This one should easily get back up to 240. This is a nice trade here, guys. Really nice trade. Let's take a look at a trade idea if you want to trade HD. Now, I'm giving you guys trade ideas, so you got to keep in mind, you know, when to sell them or when to take profits. And our target on this one would be 239 to 240. Here comes further selling pressure coming in. Now take a look before I do anything with that. Home Depot looks great. If you wanted to enter into a trade, I would do the 235 strike call for the February 21st Expo. Take a look at the Diamond ETF right now. Today, 1 minute. Getting up to that 10. Notice how it didn't break that 10 yet. That's why on this candle here we were talking about, guys, just because it's above right now, like when it was above, it was right here at the high of that candle, you know, and some people could just say, oh, let me jump in right now. But as a trader, you're waiting for that confirmation. Here's another candle above the 10. It's not closed yet. This candle just started. So you always got to give it a few minutes there. Get your direction right. Go with the flow of the market. Nice job, Kevin.
Right, yes. And if you think about it, the market was fairly narrow. When you look at the spreads between value and growth, when you look at the spreads between large cap and small cap, there are still...
Yeah, Andy, maybe when I was about 5 years old I would do that. Not now.
Dramatically versus growth. Small caps lag dramatically. Emerging markets lag dramatically. And so for active managers looking there are plenty of places to
I really still think Groupon is a great trade if you're looking for a longer term trade here.
Some of those names.
Yes, and I think, yes.
Somebody's not.
Yes, I still think, you know, there's shortages for growth, so I still think you will see growth opportunities and seeking yield opportunities.
Javon, good morning, Dave. What do you think about Visa? Let's take a look. It had new 52-week highs this morning. It was looking fantastic. It's up 0.82%, up $1.71. 6-month daily. Look at that breakout momentum here. I mean, that's just pure breakout momentum. I personally think that this might have a little bit of a pullback. It ran 20% in the past month here, so I'm going to stay away from Visa for right now, but I like it long term. If you're looking to make a trade on Visa or MasterCard for a year or further out, nice trade setup now. If you're looking for shorter than a year, I'd wait for that pullback and then jump in after that confirmed bounce after the 20 or 50 SMA.
You have a president who wants to get elected, re-elected, he knows the economy's strong, we'll get him elected. You get a spike up in interest rates, and then the PE argument becomes more of an issue.
Right now, the Dow's still up 89, and the Nasdaq's up 53, so still looking good, guys.
Push the first quarter GDP lower, but if we get a hotter economy later in the year, I think the PE argument gets challenged if rates get up into the 2.25 level.
It's a lot to handle. At least the first half. We'll see how it all sorts out. Thank you, guys. Andrew and him.
Well, Andrew just mentioned Boeing. Let's get to that story. It is under pressure again, at least the shares are following yesterday's performance. This after the manufacturer pushed back when it expects its 737 MAX to return to service. Our Philip Mo has been following the story from the very beginning. That's the latest for us, Phil.
And David, the new timeline is sometime mid-2020. Now, what's mid-2020? That's open to interpretation, but let's say sometime in the summer months, maybe June, July, August, something like that. The focus now is...
Wow, look at NVIDIA still on the climb.
They're planning to bring it back in early June. No doubt we will see Southwest
NVIDIA looks really great, guys. I think NVIDIA is going to have the next big breakout. Take a look at NVIDIA. Now, you could just keep using that same...
They have figured out how to maintain and repair and bring other
You could just use that same thing here.
playing around to borrow and get other aircraft that we want. So our team's done a great job of making sure that we have enough capacity to fit our needs.
By the way, you would not be surprised to see United adjust its capacity outlook. David Calhoun, CEO of Boeing, he's the man in focus today. He's going to be addressing the MAX issue first at an employee town hall coming up in about an hour. And then at 1 o'clock Eastern, guys, he will be holding a roundtable conference call with reporters. This will be the first time.
Look at that NVIDIA chart here. Look at how perfect it follows our trade plan. This is our trade plan fully done out here. We'd have BDM right here. BDM right here, the red channel, and then we have consolidation box right here, and then here's the next breakout. Momentum pulled back down to that 10. Now it's starting to break out again. We're looking for 260 in this next run. I really think it's going to get up to 260. So NVIDIA, looking at something like that, you would do something like...
Yesterday was the first time in speaking to some asset managers, some of whom own the stock.
First off, let's see when it reports earnings. NVIDIA, it reports earnings on
Wondering, sort of, and even some expressing their ill-informed opinion, perhaps. But what if
February 12th. So if you went with the February 21st expo, that gives you plenty of time. This is actually pretty cheap here. If you even if you went out to the 255 strike. I like the 250 strike the best here, but that's going to be about $1,200 per contract if you're going to pick that up. But that's a really nice strike. From the 250 to up to the 260. 250 to 260. 260 is on the extreme end. I'd be looking at the 250 to 255, 257.50. Not too much open interest. So either the 250, 255, or if you want a higher risk trade, you could look at the 260 for the February 21st expo on NVIDIA.
the CEO of Micron, those shares, by the way, up more than 70% over the last year of trading. You can always watch this live on the go. It's the CNBC
I'm going to post that trade idea in the trade room now.
today. We'll be right back.
Well, Qualcomm's in serious BDM here there, Vinny. Let's take a look at the 3-month daily. It's not below this. If it breaks below 93, I'd be entering into some puts on Qualcomm, but it's not doing that just yet. That's just in consolidation a little bit here until the next move. Let's see. Josh says, what about SSI? Let's take a look at SSI. Do you guys see that NVIDIA chart here, though? The daily chart? We could put in our trade plan perfectly with this breakout. Rob Wolf's with us. Good morning. Are you still here? Let's see. SSI. That's a nice hook pattern forming right here, Josh. Really nice hook pattern. It's a cheap stock, though. I don't know what happened to this Stage Stores, but obviously you got to see what's going on here. I mean, if this is a company that's going bankrupt, you know, I wouldn't be jumping into this, but depending on what happened, it could be a really nice hook pattern up to about $5. General Electric call sweep coming in for the January 31st, 1150 strike. Nomura maintains neutral on Capital One Financial, raises price target to 111. Netflix option alert, 340 call sweep coming in. Daniel, I have about 25,000 invested right now into calls and puts. So right now I'm going to hold off for a little bit, Daniel. A matter of fact, I want to lock in some profits as soon as we start getting some here. Looking at Microsoft, Uber, and Groupon to start taking profits over the next couple of days. So those are the trades I'm going to be looking to take some profits in by the end of the week here. Let's take a look at the Diamond ETF and the Qs to get a general sense of the market. If we don't have a big breakout tomorrow, I'm probably going to sell a few of my positions here and slow down. Because you're watching, you want to get up to at least that resistance, 293.65. So about another 100-point climb here. We're looking for the Diamond ETF by the end of this week. If not, we could possibly retrace back below, 291. So you just got to keep looking at the market internals here, what's going on with the economy, any type of news. Qs are looking great here, so that's tech. That's why we're so heavily invested in tech right now. Tech is doing really great. Cisco up 1.34%. DBX back up to nearly 18. And it's just a waiting game now, guys. Nice to have you with us, Rob. Thoughts on Boeing puts, he wants to ask. I have the Boeing February 21st 300 strike put. So if we take a look here, we're still in BDM, still below yesterday's body. So I'm going to hold on to that trade. I still think we head lower. Any other questions, guys? I'm going to cut this about a few minutes early here because my eyes are watering like crazy. It feels like they're getting puffy. I want to go to the bathroom here. See if I could get some Tylenol or something. That's looking nice. Still holding above the 10-day. L Brands February 28th, 20 strike call. That's looking great. Still above the 10. Not worried about that. NVIDIA, if that breaks 253, I'm going to be looking to enter NVIDIA. As you can see, some of these stocks are just in BDM right now. It's only an hour into the trading day. I used Benadryl for the first time the other day when Sophie was sick, and that really helped. Jay, if you have any Benadryl and eye drops at your house and want to bring them over, that'd be awesome. He's just right around the corner from the office here. Really good guy, Jay. Good trader, too. Diamond's starting to break out again here. Qs are starting to climb again. So we might have another climb here coming. Market's picking up. Accounts climbing. Okay, gotta sneeze here. It won't come out. Qs are starting to get a run now. It's looking nice. I want to see Qs break above 224.90. If we could get a candle above 224.90 for the day, good chance we could be up 200 points for the day.
year got hammered. Do you think, what do you think of the turnaround effort?
Jay, when I go outside, looking at the sun makes me sneeze. These fake lights here, not sure. Jay, I have no cash on me. All I have is my cards, my debit cards. You're gonna have to download PayPal. I could shoot it over to you on PayPal. I never carry cash. Booking's having a nice day here. Amazon retraced again a little bit. 1888. Look at Tesla up another 4% today. 570 a share. Where's the guy that bought Tesla yesterday? Is he with us? What a climb. Got all the way up to almost 276. Wow. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. I'll take you out for lunch today. Let's see. Skyjack says UNH. Rob, I could teach you a lot if you want to do some private sessions with me. Be glad to help you. Rob Wolf is a really good friend of mine. He's a wounded veteran. He was like a parachute jumper, and he jumped out of an airplane back. I forget what war you were in or what it was or combat, but he was a parachute jumper. His parachute failed to fully deploy, and when he came down, hit so hard, he's got some serious issues now. And you know, I like to do as much as I can for him. He's a really good guy. And you know, honored to have you serving for us. So thank you for your service, Rob. Qs are breaking out here. Take a look there. Nice one. Rob, I'm surprised about Teslas as well. 271 now a share. Unbelievable. Whoever asked about UNH Skyjack, this is looking good here if you want to do a quick day trade. This is a mover. You can make a quick 3 points on that. And if you have a delta of at least 0.5, you know, that could be a really quick gain. As far as a swing trade on UNH, you know, I want to see a break above 303 a share. So you could easily just go like this, alerts, and we can make our own alerts. So if we want to put in UNH and we add it, we want it to alert us when it's above, what we say, 303. We don't care about what it's below. Open greater than 303. And we could say breaking out of consolidation. And then we know to buy that. So we hit OK. And there we go. Now it's going to alert us when that breaks 303 a share. It'll send you a text message and it'll pop up on your screen here. And that's a really nice way of finding some good trades, setting your alert, and then knowing, hey, once I get that alert, that's within my trade plan. That's my buy zone. That's where I want to buy, and then know where you're going to have your target profit area and your stop. And once you know that, you're just watching those candles each day and paying attention to what's going on for the market, the news, politics, anything going on that could affect the stock market, which is basically anything. Rob, I'm glad to hear you're in school. Congratulations. Really proud of that. Proud of you. Yeah, I wish I could do more for you, buddy. I really do. You're a good guy. You got a good heart. And like I said, you were a tough veteran for us, for our country. So thank you. If you want some lunch, Rob, let me know. I'd be happy to send you some lunch on Uber Eats. I need to get a tissue. Son said Macy's. He's thinking about buying some calls here. Let's take a look at Macy's. No, Macy's came right down to that 20. I see what you're... Is that what you're talking about, son? You were talking about picking it up off the 20-day SMA there. Son, if that's what you were thinking of doing after that climb, I would buy tomorrow on a green candle. If you were expecting a bounce off the 20 here, I'd buy tomorrow on a green candle. Visa optional alert, January 2021, 245 calls coming in. 245 straight calls. MU, they're buying the put sweep there. Coca-Cola, 57 call sweep for January 31st.
Called the impeachment hoax. And we've had it from the beginning, from the day I got elected, this was going on. And you look at Congressman Al Green, he said the only way we can win is to impeach him.
Hundreds of Central American migrants who entered southern Mexico in recent days have either been pushed back into Guatemala by Mexican troops, shipped to detention centers, or returned to Honduras.
Cues are starting to break out, guys. Remember what we said we're watching for the day. He said Oxy. 40% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency. Wow. That's huge. I gotta stop spending like I do. Dow's back up 113 points. Sun wants to talk about Oxy.
Netflix, you can see the communication spider is up by about a third of a percent. Netflix, however, is lagging.
Rob, shoot me a text message. I don't want to hear that. Thank you for that comment, but I should be doing more. It upsets me that the government doesn't help people like you go to school or do something, you know. Or are they paying for your school now? Intel, optional alert, January 2021, 43 puts. They must be selling those. I wouldn't buy Intel puts. Let's see, INTC. Intel's looking great. They're up 2.27. Yeah, that's like I said. They must have. Wow, what a breakout on Intel, guys. This is probably going to have another big run here as well. We should pick up something on Intel for the February, March, or April Expo. Going out a little further. INTC. Let's make this trade and then we could be done here. I'd go with the March 20th on Intel. Just give it a little extra time. These are so cheap here. Wow. Look at the open interest on the call side versus the put side as well. Efron says about space. You know, every time someone says about space, I'm like, oh man, what did I miss? I sold space like 3 days ago. I locked in a really nice profit. I was happy with it. That was right around $15 a share. And then it got up to almost $20. That literally would have been... I made about $15,000 on space since we started trading it. And if I held it instead of kept locking in profits along the way, I would have been up an extra 15 grand, about 30,000 in a month on that space trade alone. So I'm a little pissed off about that trade. Yeah, it was a great trade. We called it perfectly. But with me and Jay were actually talking about this yesterday. When I'm live, I feel like I have to lock in profits quicker than I usually do. You know, when you're live, you just feel a little bit more pressure to perform well for you guys. Son, if you're looking at Oxy here, this still might pull back down about $40 a share. Had a nice breakout, broke consolidation. So right here, that first candle below the previous day's body, this is a sign that you're going to retrace to that 10 or 20 SMA. And she's still heading lower here. So she could possibly come down to 41, down to 40. I think this is going to continue to drop. You know, I don't think oil is going to climb anytime soon here. I think we're going to continue to see this drop. Intel, though. Getting back to that Intel trade. Really like this Intel trade for March 20th. So this is what I would do. March 20th. Let's say the 6250. That's going for about $2.10, $2.09. You can pick up 10 contracts for $2.09. Jay, are you on your way, or are you waiting for me to croak here? Trade idea. Buy to open the INTC 62.50 straight call at 2.09 for the March 20th Expo. For me, if something's over like $10,000, then I have to start saying, do I want it? Is it worth it? Like me, I want to get my commercial pilot license, but they want about $45,000 for it. And to me, it's like, do I really want to spend 45 grand on something that, I just want to have fun with? I mean, it's nice to have your commercial pilot license, but I'm a trader. I'm not a professional pilot. I am a professional pilot, but you guys know what I mean. I'm a student pilot, getting my private pilot license. Intel earnings 23rd tomorrow. Zamboni, are you still trading that XLNX? Oh, I need a tissue. That's been a nice trade for you there. That's still looking good. This is a trade, though, that you want long-term for a year out or more. 110, 120, 130, and then that 142. Umar says NVIDIA just broke consolidation for today. Yes, it did, Umar. That's looking really good. That's continuing to run there. Intel and NVIDIA. Here's two great trade ideas, guys. I gave you guys trade ideas on NVIDIA and Intel in the trade room. Go check it out. Uber's starting to run again. Microsoft's climbing. Looking good. Looking good. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to get off the live video here. I'm going to go use the restroom, blow my nose, hopefully take some Benadryl, and I'm going to be in the trade room. I do want to do a afternoon video, so just remind me in the trade room, hey Dave, why don't you do an afternoon video here, and we could do that. Alrighty, guys, great day today. Let's start locking in some profits the rest of this week. We got a lot of trades open, and they're all looking good on my scans here, so we'll hopefully be logging in profits this week on the trades we've been making. Space, if that continues to pull back here, I might enter into space. But I told you guys the other day I felt it was going to get up to 20 and then possibly pull back. So that first red day you have on space, expect a few more. Oh! It went from the 80s down to the 30s here in Orlando. That's why I get sick quick. And here comes the NVIDIA, new 52-week high, 252.99, now at 253. Microsoft, 165 calls coming in, 500 contracts at 510. 500, multiply that by 510, that's a $255,000 trade someone just made on Microsoft. Royal Caribbean Cruise, call sweeps coming in, a lot of call sweeps coming in on RCL. Thank you, Tom. Efron, yes, I went to bed last night, totally forgot to give you that info you needed. Look at NVIDIA continuing to break out. Guys, this is going to 260. This is an easy stock to 260 target resistance. Let's see here. Kevin Johnson just shared a picture. His Tesla trade. Wow, that's a nice day, guys. Look at Kevin. Today's return, $16,650. Kevin, I got to bow to you for that one. Anytime you make a $16,000 profit in a day is a hell of a good day. Nice job. Really nice job there, Kevin. Check out the trade room, what Kevin Johnson just said here. This is what Kevin just did. 10 contracts, Tesla. They're at $28.50 now. He bought them at $9.70. He got 10 contracts, so that's about a $9,000 trade. He's up 189% overall, up over $18,000 on this Tesla trade that he just got like a day or two ago. Really nice job there, Kevin. Great job. Love having you guys with us in the trade room. That makes me so happy when I see you guys succeeding like that.
Do their semiconductor companies make those kind of products with the same level of sophistication? In other words, are they going to continue?
Alrighty, let's see. Anything else in the trade room? Kevin, nice job on that. He got out at $32.50. That was showing it at $28.05. So what a hell of a trade there. He's up over $20,000 on that Tesla trade. Nvidia is still, in the meantime, still continuing to break out here. Profits are still climbing in the accounts. A lot of green I see. So I'm going to get off here, guys. Go use the restroom. I'll be back in the trade room. And make sure in the trade room at around, let's say, 2 o'clock, you say, Dave, let's do an update here. And I'd be glad to do a quick video update. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to head off now. And I'm going to be in the trade room with you guys. If you need anything, let me know. And have a great day, guys. Take care. And if you want to join us, www.thesantarelliexchange.com or breakingchartalerts.com, and make sure you download our trading app on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Just search Breaking Chart Alerts. Download that, start your free trial, and come join us. Look at NVIDIA continuing to break out here, guys. What a nice day on NVIDIA. Alrighty, guys. Have a great day. God bless, and we will see you in the trade room. Bye-bye, guys.